We're continuing a series on this channel where I rank every single front office in the NBA from worst to best, and at number 19, it's the Philadelphia 76ers. This was another team that was really hard to rank because they've had a lot of turmoil in their front office, their roster, their coaching position for pretty much as long as I've been an NBA fan. But somehow, in spite of that, they built perennial contenders for most of the 2010s after the Sam Hinkie era, and I expect them to be pretty good next season. But they're still going to find themselves at the bottom of this list for a few reasons. First of all, Elton Brand is still here, so they're going to get a huge Elton Brand tax. I mean, he's the guy who signed Al Horford, who they then had to dump and almost cost them their first round pick in last year's draft to make that happen. And I think he had a hand in them not re-signing Jimmy Butler and instead giving a supermax to Tobias Harris. And so the team has to get penalized a lot for him still being in their front office. But since Daryl Morey's got there, he's actually swung things around quite a bit. He turned Ben Simmons into James Harden, which now that sentence out loud sounds just so fucking hilarious. They drafted Jared McCain last year. They got Quentin Grimes from the Mavericks, which was a really nice trade. But he also gave Paul George $220 million to podcast full time and really didn't put together as great of a supporting cast as I think a lot of people gave the Sixers credit for last year. I mean, they were relying way too heavily on Eric Gordon and Kyle Lowry, so I never really thought the Sixers were going to be as good as people hoped going into next season. But they made some okay moves this year. They got Trendon Watford in free agency. They drafted VJ Edgecombe. They found a lot of interesting young players last season who they're retaining, including Adem Bona and Justin Edwards, who I kind of like. They're kind of stuck in this moment of indecision about whether or not they can still build around Joel Embiid. Their three most interesting young players, actually their four most interesting young players, are all guards. And so I think we're pretty much one season away from the dam breaking in Philadelphia and then really making a decision on JoJo or not. If the Oklahoma City Thunder weren't building a juggernaut in the Western Conference, I might really consider going all in on this season and trading some of those young guys to build a serious team around JoJo again next year. I mean, I think Paul George is going to bounce back. I think they could win 50 games if things break right for them, but I just don't really see a realistic path to contention with Embiid playing 40 games a season. And so it's unfortunate the hand the Sixers have been dealt, but they also didn't play it perfectly, and they're starting to turn it around, but not quite all the way yet, so I can't put them higher than 19th on this list. But let me know what you guys think of the Philadelphia 76ers down in the comment section below, and like and follow if you enjoyed this video.